Hi y'all, good morning. So I'm on my way to work and I'm wearing some weird stuff. I'm just wearing some flats. I ain't wearing no heels today. Yep, these are gonna be the things I'm gonna wear all day. I don't think I have any heels in the trunk. And I only got like 30 minutes to be to work. But anyway, so I did a video on talking to the women about the type of men they should date and this, that, and the third. But I wanna speak to you young gentlemen out there, and let me tell you why. Because last night I had this dream. It was a weird dream, but I had a dream that in the dream I was somewhere. I felt like I was in a church or a different type of church, and when I was leaving out, this young guy came up to me and he said, "Hello, how you doing?" I mean, he was very nice, and he asked me to go out. He asked to take me out on a date, and I looked at him and I said, "That's very kind of you, but no thank you, baby, but thank you." you know and in the dream I just felt like, oh, these type of guys were raised this way. Like, this is how they approach women. This is a dream that I had today, last night. I woke up this morning and I was like, what was that all about? So what I want to talk to y'all about, from sister to brother, I want to talk to some of you men out there and some of you fellas out there that need some pointers on how to look for the right wife for you, and how to make your wife, how to love your wife. And I'm sure you guys are doing a great job, but there's nothing wrong with trying to learn um, about what women really like. You know what I'm saying? And it just goes beyond just the flowers and the chocolates and stuff like that. It's the little things that a man would say to a woman that'd be like, whoa. You know what I mean? So, and I say this to any man who's out there who's eligible. First of all, you got to be working, okay? Women love men that are potential providers. So if you don't have a job right now, you got to be looking for one. And I'm not saying that you cannot get a woman if you don't have a job, but it looks very good when you are doing your own thing and you're out there, on the prowl looking for a wife. Now, some of you guys may get intimidated because you may see a pretty woman. But let me tell you, the right woman that you need to look for is a woman who has her eyes on the Lord. And I know some of y'all, and let me tell you why. Because that type of woman, she loves God and she respects God. So she is going to love and she's going to respect you. That's just the truth about it. She's going to, if she loves her Lord, if she loves God, if she's loyal to God, she's going to love and be loyal to you. She's going to respect you. So you have to look at the different women out here. You have to distinguish what type of woman you want. I've spoken to men. I remember one time this guy, when I was doing Lyft, he said he really likes this woman, but she is a bisexual woman. Like, she's a lesbian. I mean, she's into women and she's into men. And I'm like, why would you want to be with somebody like that? So would you consider that cheating if she's with another woman? And, well, I don't know. You should be, our God is a jealous God. So you shouldn't even be cool with anything like that, because when somebody tells you that off the break, they're already putting it on the platter that they may switch up on you. You know what I mean? So you don't want to deal with that. You want to go after something that's going to be for you. So I'm talking to men out there who are in search for a wife. You know what I mean? They want to date somebody. Oh shoot, I'm not supposed to go. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta go because you already right there. My bad, y'all. It's the police around. But but I'm talking to men who are in search for, first of all, you have to look for that type of woman. You look at her background, you look at the things that she's into. Because you know what I notice, especially in the field that I'm in, you meet a person, and if you start talking to them within 5 to 10 minutes, they'll start telling you about themselves. So now you know what type of woman you're going for, right? It doesn't matter how she looks. She can be drop dead gorgeous. It doesn't matter. Most women that are single, and especially if they have their eyes on the Lord, Nine times out of ten, they are looking for a spouse. They are looking for someone to date and potentially become their husbands. So never be intimidated on approaching any woman. I don't care if she look like she out of your league or whatever like that. I'm not saying that women are settling, but the thing that they're looking for is they want to be loved. That's why the Bible says that he tells the husbands to love your wives as Christ loved the church. Christ loved us so much. Thank you, Jesus. When you look back at it, when I looked at, when those people were ready to stone this woman, when they said she committed adultery, Jesus protected her and said, he who have not sinned, throw the first stone. When that man was blind, he knelt down, he put that mud over his eyes, and the man, so I mean, he loved the church so much. So most women, Christian women, they want a man that's going to love them unconditionally. The woman who was bleeding, and when she touched the bottom of Jesus' garment, you know what I mean? Like she went towards him. Women want someone to love them, someone that's going to complete them. So don't ever think that this woman is out of my league. I'm gonna tell you one thing, that when I first met my ex-husband, I had no, he was not even on my equation. But when you've dealt with so much hurt and pain, good morning, says, when you've dealt with so much hurt and pain, and when somebody says something to you, like the type of man, I remember him telling me this. We just got finished doing a show, and we rocked the show. And my ex-boyfriend at that time, he got so jealous and he was so upset because he had no idea that I was really performing. I mean, I was hosting stuff on TV, but he had no idea that I was really out there performing. And I remember he wasn't my husband at the time. He said, the man that's going to love you is a man that has to accept the things that you do and understand. And what did he say? He said, and that's going to encourage you. That stuck by me, and I was like, wow. So everything that this guy was saying, it was totally opposite from what I knew. If a man approaches a woman and like, look, I may not have everything, but honey, I'll love you and I'll take care of you. Trust and believe me, a woman would be like, what? You know what I mean? Say what? That'll blow her mind. So when you come off on things like this, so when you meet a nice lady, you just say, how's it going? Today's a beautiful day, isn't it? You look nice today. Women love to hear certain things like that. And you have some women who heard it all before. But when you give them something totally left wing, you look like you could be my wife. What? Women be like, girl, guess what he said to me? You'll never believe what he said to me. Let me tell you why. Because a lot of these women out here, they don't get it from the men that they've been chasing after. You know what I mean? So when you're out there and you're trying to look for a wife, you have to understand that all she really wants is she wants someone to love her. Someone to love her and take care of her. And trust and believe me, she gonna take care of you. She gonna make sure you good. That's the thing about a wife too. Let me tell you about a wife. A good wife will go to bat for her husband. When I was married, my husband may not be all the way there, but guess what? I will fight anyone that try to flow on him. He come home telling me somebody talking smack. Who talking smack? But how to love your wives, okay? I talked about the men out there approaching and dating a woman. First things first, you have to have a mindset that, a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. You just can't go and be like, I want that one to be my wife, because you may look and be like, come to find out this chick, she's really like, something's really off with her and she doesn't respect you. I've seen a man, I mean, he's so gentle, so nice, and I don't mean to say gentle, but he's a man, but I met his wife and oh my God. Everything that come out her mouth, she lashing out him. She's embarrassing him in front of me and in front of people. And I'm like, what did you marry? She's pretty in the face, got a really nice body, but I'm like, her personality is like a thorn on his side. So fellas, be careful, because you may think, oh, She looked bad. Yeah, this the woman I want to marry. Sex fade and all that body stuff can go, but her personality. Have y'all ever seen this movie? Is really really old. But if you ever looked at this old movie with Gene Kelly, this movie came out in like the 40s, way before my time. It's called Singing in the Rain. This woman, she looks so gorgeous. When this is when they used to the movie was about like talking when talking pictures came out. This woman was so gorgeous that everybody was like, oh my gosh, she's just so gorgeous, look at him, look at the couple. But then all of a sudden talking pictures came out and the producers was like, we got a problem. And you're like, what's the problem? When you saw the woman that everybody glorified, that was like, oh, she's so gorgeous. When she started talking, she was like, what's the big idea? I mean, she was just, oh, ghastly. She's vulgar. Like, you wouldn't match that beautiful body with this ugly personality. So you men need to look for a woman who has the personality. Don't look at the body. Don't look at the body. She can weigh like 200 and something odd pounds. But if she is gentle, if she is a respectable woman, that's who you want. Because you're going to be stuck with somebody who you thought got a bad body and she got a bad attitude. You don't even want to be in the house. This woman that made you done caught a stroke messing around with this type of woman. You need to look for a gentle, nice, sweet woman. You know, a woman who got that pull. If she when you jump out there, she gonna give you some time. But it depends on your taste. But don't ever get intimidated by approaching a woman that you think like she's too. No, because like I said, majority of them, they just want to be loved, and they want someone that's going to love them. They want someone that's going to love them when they're in their best day, and they want somebody that's going to love them on their worst day. And those type of women, when they know that you love them, they're going to make sure to respect you, and just as much as you taking care of them, they're going to make sure you are good when you step out in this world. That's the type of woman that you want to approach. Now, how do you do that? What are the things that you can do? I mean, yes, flowers and chocolate, that's very nice. Taking a woman on a date, opening the door for her, and always opening up the door for her. When I was married, I will honestly say it did not even matter even after we got married. My husband, he always opened the door. He always opened the door. When he cut the grass, he would say, honey, you want to check the gas? He would always say, yes, ma'am. He would call me ma'am. And to me, that kind of felt pretty good because he calling me ma'am. Or he would say things like, I'm trying to learn how to cook this meal. I'm learning to cook this meal because I want to cook towards his taste. I want him to be, and my grandmother said, you got to make sure your food and everything is presentable on this plate when you present it to your husband. I mean, my grandmother's old school, so she was teaching me these things, and I was like, that's right, Nana. So she's showing me how to cook certain things, and and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And I remember one time I cooked for my husband, and when he came home and he ate it, I'm all thinking, I wonder what he's going to say. He said, babe, this is a treat. When he said that, I said, after he said that, I was like, I gotta cook for now on. I gotta make sure I'm on the one because he enjoyed it. You know what I mean? So husbands, make sure you compliment your wife, because you don't know what she went through to try to make sure that this meal was really nice. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if her hair isn't done or it's not how she usually wears. Make sure you say nice and sweet things to your wife, because she had a long day today. Also, let me tell you, and I know I'm going back and forth to men looking for wives and now husbands. Wives, okay, I know sometimes men, you're not built that way to always be a certain thing, but you got to understand that what you say to your wife, it can make or break her day. It really can. So if you come home upset and you're storming all over the place and you're lashing at her, really, when she lashes back, what she's saying is that first of all, she's hurt. So she didn't put up her defense mechanism. But all she's really saying is, baby, I'm really hurt because I'm trying to please you, but you're not seeing that I'm pleasing you right now. If everybody just got to what was really going on, or was really the issue. I think the major issue with me when I was with my husband at the time was that if he was upset, I felt like I let him down. You see what I'm saying? And that's most wives feel like I let my husband down, and now she's lashing out because it's just like he's upset, and and that's where it really boils down to, because it's like, why are you upset? I'm upset because you upset. I'm and what she's really trying to say is that I'm trying to please you and you're not happy, and I am not happy because you're not happy. That's the truth. So husbands, be very careful on the things that you say to your wife, because she's very sensitive. Try to be gentle and respectable with her feelings too. Also, the thing that wives love is like just give her compliments. Just give her compliments. Like, there go my baby. Like, she loves things like that. Like, my husband said the most nicest thing. You have a great day today. I love you, honey. Like, just be nice and just love her. That's all women really want, is to be loved. That's all they want. If she took the time and gave you a back rub for 2 hours, rub your feet for 2 hours, shoot, you should take the time too to make sure she get a back rub and rub her feet too. You know what I mean? Like, some women just want to be or hold her. You ain't even gotta really, especially with wives, you ain't gotta really do too much. I mean, yeah, you gotta still keep your wife happy, but hug her, hold her. Stop being too busy on your phone and playing video games. Always remember that the way you got her, you gotta keep that up. It could be flowers. I mean, flowers are not that much. You can go to Aldi's and get some flowers for $5. For $3.99. And you can get some chocolate from the dollar store. They don't care. Just make sure you take the tag off. They don't care where it came from. My boo got me some flowers and some chocolates today. He took me on a picnic today. We enjoyed and spent time. And majority of the time, women, they love to spend time with their man. If you say, you know what, we going somewhere today, I'm going to take you somewhere that you ain't never been today. Man, this dude took me on and to the park where it's wooded at, with paths and stuff, where nature is. It was just me and him having a good time. Women love stuff like that. It's the little things. You ain't got it. It ain't about the huge rock or anything like that. It could be the most simplest things. You ain't gotta have $1 million to treat the right woman. The right woman, she would be grateful. You know what I mean? Like, shoot, he spent today with me. Or even when you cook a meal, just don't sit up here and eat the meal and be like, all right, just be like, babe, this smells good. This was delicious. Because trust and believe me, when you give her a compliment like that, she gonna make sure that next meal, he like this, that next meal gonna be off the meters. Baby, I like how you fold these tiles up like this. Oh, really? He like that? Because I'm serious. That goes a long way. And for women too, I mean, I'm going to do a video on women. But when you tell your husband, babe, I really respect you. I respect the simple fact that you get up, you go to work, and have to deal with these fools every day. They are not worthy of you. I really respect you for that. Men really take that. Yeah, my wife said she just respected me. I read this book. It's called Love and Respect. And it had a lot of pointers in it. A lot of pointers in that. But anyway, let's go back to the guys that's trying to look for a wife. It's not just how you doing. You got to come off with something totally different. Man, what's that fragrance you're wearing? That smells really good. You're going to have me think about that fragrance now. Oh, you like this fragrance? Like women and be like, don't just be like, oh, I like your shoes and how you doing? Like, put some work in it. But in that dream, that guy, I mean, he was a young guy. I mean, he had to be like maybe in his late 20s. But the way he approached me was totally different. I said, ooh, there must be a lot of guys like you. Y'all was brought up this way. So I wanna speak to the fellas out there that's like, how do I get a date with this girl? You know what I mean? First of all, I was telling you, one of my folks, she met this guy, right? And the first thing he was like was, here's my number. And then he was like, let's go out to the bar. What? When you approach a woman and just be like, hi, my name is such and such, like, what's your name? My name is Ramona. What's your name? Okay, it's nice to meet you. You seem like a really nice person to be around with. Is it okay? Maybe we can get a cup of coffee or something, or would you like to go out to dinner? It don't have to be anything spectacular. I mean, heck, you could take her out to Applebee's or something. Oh, well, let's go grab a bite to eat at Applebee's. I would, and just be like, I would bring like something, a little sweater or something, because sometimes it's kind of cold in here. What? I mean, that's not even, Applebee's is not even that big. And always make sure that you pay the bill. I don't care, fellas, whatever date you go on, always make sure that you pay the bill and you tip well. You know what I'm saying? Like a, $20, $25 tip. That's an okay tip. But always make sure you pay the bill. Always make sure, and these are pointers I'm giving the fellas. Women love when men open the doors for them. They get out the car and be like, wait right there. And they open the door. What? Yes. You get like 50 points just for that. You get like 500 points just for taking the tab and pushing her seat back and just, so what is it that you like to do? Don't give her, I mean, you can say, you look very nice today, but don't do too much of, oh yeah, that dress on you look good. Don't do all of that. Women, you don't want women to feel uncomfortable. Like, all he doing is checking out my curves. I see where this going. Answer what they like to do. Talk about the weather. Talk about, you into sports and stuff like that. Like, what do you like? What movies do you like? And I'm going to tell you, too, a woman loves, it doesn't matter what statue she's from, if you think she's out of her league. A woman loves to learn from what men like to do. Certain things that, they love to, they be like, really? It doesn't matter. If you start showing your interest in her and start treating her accordingly how she's supposed to be treated, she's going to be interested in some of the things that you like to do. Because now she wants to know, she wants to get on your good side. Remember that song? When I hear this song, it always reminds me of summer. I want to know what makes you smile, what makes you cry, so I can be the one to always make you smile. I love that song because it's so real. So what does he say? Well, I like this girl, but she's into this, that, and the third. Like I said, you have to pick and choose what you really want. You want God to send you a good woman, a godly woman, somebody that's going to have your back, somebody that's going to respect you and love you. That's the type of woman you need to be going after. Good song from Joe. Yeah, so I could be the one gonna my eat off your feet. Yes. That I wanna know. Look, you gonna make me start going. But yeah, so and with the husbands, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying for men to just be some straight guppy, because women don't like guppy men. No, but you need to understand that when you're dealing with a woman, you're not dealing with a man. You're not dealing with a man. She likes someone to be like, babe, you look good today. I love you. I thank God for you. And it makes sense. She all feeling like, dang, my husband said this to me. My husband said this to me, that he loves me. He thank God for me. That'll make her entire day. You come home, ain't nothing wrong. Learn how to, learn certain things that women like. But if you're going to approach a woman, approach her in a way like, today is an awesome day. You look very nice today. My name is such and such. What's your name? Would you like to, is there any time, can I call you sometimes? Y'all got to take it back to old school too. You need to learn how to speak to a woman on text. Call her on the phone. If a woman ain't gonna pick up that freaking phone and all she want to do is text, I'm sorry, but I mean, I know with the new folks that's how it is. But you gotta let her know, I prefer to listen to your voice. It's something about the voice. It's more intimate. But anyway, y'all, I gotta get to work. Those are some of the things I want to say. I'll do a part 2 when I get off. Y'all have a blessed day.